get something out of the pitch. And this is how he got Aaron George, who drove him beautifully through the covers a couple of times. And then came the heavy ball, and he lacked time on that stroke. He's a clever operator, this boy. His physique doesn't suggest the kind of heavy ball that he has. He's a thin boy like Ali Raza, but on an odd ball, he can get pretty slippery. Got to appreciate what we saw earlier from Sameer Minhas. That was a masterclass. Although he's just a teenager, a young boy, we'll come back to it. Inside edge goes to fine leg. The batters will look for two, and they'll come back easily. Good running that as 8 overs complete. India 68 for 4.
गांव से मर्सी नाम की लड़की लापता हुई थी।
उस रात तुमने वहाँ किसी ऐसे को देखा जिस पर तुम्हें शक हो?
नहीं सर।
जब तक इन्वेस्टिगेशन खत्म नहीं होते पैसे नहीं मिलेंगे।
तुम पुलिस को कुछ भी नहीं कहोगी।
जब तक इन्वेस्टिगेशन खत्म नहीं होते पैसे नहीं मिलेंगे।
तुम पुलिस को कुछ भी नहीं कहोगी।
जब तक इन्वेस्टिगेशन खत्म नहीं होते पैसे नहीं मिलेंगे।
तुम पुलिस को कुछ भी नहीं कहोगी।
जब तक इन्वेस्टिगेशन खत्म नहीं होते पैसे नहीं मिलेंगे।
यहाँ एक नई फुटबॉल टीम शुरू हुई है। मुझे खेलना है डैड।
कोई जरूरत नहीं है।
आगे क्या करोगी? भीख मांगोगी?
मैं फुटबॉल खेलूंगा। ये टीम एक गेम भी जीत जाए ना तो बड़ी बात है। अब एक एक करके सब लड़के क्लब छोड़ रहे हैं। मुझे टीम को बिखरने से रोकना होगा।
But you look at the previous over. They eschewed all risk and still got 9 runs off that previous over. No, that's the sound of the bat hitting the ground. They're appealing for a catch, but it's more out of hope.
Wicket keepers, they appeal for everything. And Sameer Minhas, the man in the picture. And what a show he put on earlier. 172 elegant runs of 113 balls. He had everything in this knock. Lifting the ball, aerial route, going through the field, along the ground, using his feet, hitting flat sixes. And then confidence flowing all over his batting, sweeping the spinners, rotating strike, controlling them. The best part, he didn't look hurried at any moment. That is the best thing about him.
Has looked a class act. And very muted celebrations when he got to his personal milestones as well. Just realizing that he's a perfect team man, wanting to get big runs for his side.
Yeah, he looks very stable at the crease, very jubilant after getting the milestones. And then he thanks the Almighty, getting to that important milestone in the big game.
Just coming back to the chase. Now you're chasing 348. Great knock by Minhas, without a doubt, that set the tone. He was setting a target when he was batting, and therefore the scoreboard pressure wasn't there. That scoreboard pressure of trying to chase 348 is what the Indians have. Look at the consistency with which this young man's got runs meanwhile.
Yeah, he's been superb. 1779, 44, 69, not out, 172. Just phenomenal. He's had a great tournament. In fact, a dream one.
And whenever he scored runs, Pakistan have won. You know, the only game where he didn't get runs was that game against India in the group stage where Pakistan lost to India. So he's been the X factor for the Pakistan side.
That's something that makes the batter even happier when his milestones end up winning games for his side. That is the best feeling that you can have, and I'm sure he'll be enjoying what he has done. And in the field also, he's looked a live wire, saved a certain boundary in the slips as well. And he has given his bowlers that kind of total wicket. They can bowl with freedom, and they can experiment and still come back in the game. That is how valuable his knock was. at the moment. India 4 down. Even you talk about chasing bigger totals. Bigger totals are not chased in the first 10 overs. You intend to bat 50 overs. That is when you design chases. And that is what you got to learn as a youngster. To bat the length, it's 50 overs, not the power play that's going to get you over the line.
Just the point we're trying to drive home. Still got a lot of time in this game. If you can pace your innings, albeit this is a good over by Subhan, making a comeback after the previous over from Siam had gone for 9. Now 5 dot deliveries, adding the pressure back onto the Indian side.
Subhan has just looked apart. 1 for 2. And just a ball to be bowled in his over, second one. And this is the Indian captain missing out. A very full-length delivery that he played uppishly straight to mid-off. Probably the pressure of the chase. Feet not moving.
Batter wasn't ready, which is why the bowler is forced to pull up. What's happening here?
With the Suryavanshi being the kind of explosive player that he is, Aaron or Ayush must have looked to bat the length. And they must have thought about playing a calmer role, not try and match him in stroke play.
Aaron George was looking so good for that 16 that he got before he got that short ball. Tidy over. A maiden. 68 for...
गांव से मर्सी नाम की लड़की लापता हुई थी।
उस रात तुमने वहां किसी ऐसे को